the stars to our soul. It's worth more than all the gold. Native strength, native strength. We can often be our own worst enemy. If we aren't careful, it's easy to trip ourselves up in a number of ways. We can unknowingly give away our power and allow people to manipulate us. One of the most common ways we do this is by judging ourselves through the eyes of others. You may have been told most of your life that you're something you're really not. Perhaps you've been told that you're lazy, selfish, stupid, or worthless. You may have grown to believe that this is all true. These labels are usually given to us in childhood. But very few of us are the same person we were when we were a child. Most of us have matured and outgrown these old tags. Of course, there are many people that still see us as the person we were many years ago. So we're also tempted to see ourselves as they do, as the young child, still learning and making mistakes. Maybe they can't forget what happened years ago, and it seems like yesterday to them. Or maybe they haven't been with us on a daily basis to see the changes we've made. It could also be that they're too busy with their own life to notice. And then there are those that use our painful past simply to manipulate us. They know our emotional weaknesses, and they prey on them to get what they want. Many people make a judgment call and then never look back. They feel as though they've got it all figured out and that nothing can happen to change their opinion of someone. You've probably encountered many people like that. But things do change. People change all the time. We must stop seeing ourselves through the eyes of others. No one knows us as well as we know ourselves. No one else sees our motives and efforts like we do. So stop selling yourself short by judging yourself on the limited information of others. You know yourself better than anyone else. Don't let people manipulate you based on your past or their false opinions. Now, if your motives actually are purely selfish and you have no morals, well, that's another thing, and you can judge yourself harshly for that. But most people are judged only on their past actions. People usually change, and hopefully for the better. People have a tendency to remember the bad more easily than the good, so they may remember our failures more often than our successes, and they may not understand our desired outcome, our motives, or our limitations. But we do, so we can take all of these into account when they cannot. This means that we will have a clearer understanding of our character than others. But many of us judge ourselves through the eyes of these people that don't see us clearly. And this leaves us with a distorted view of ourselves, one in which we may appear to be selfish, lazy, or demanding. And that's only because the full picture isn't visible. Since we're the only ones who are given a clear understanding of who we are, we would be much better off trusting ourselves and our own judgment when it comes to assessing our true character. We must see ourselves through our own eyes. We have to give ourselves credit for trying, even when we fail, even when others blame us for our failure. After all, a failure is a successful way of finding what doesn't work. It may not even have been our fault. There are many ways that circumstances beyond our control can ruin our best plans and dreams. Other people may not see the things that interfered with our path and judge us as a failure. Don't buy into this point of view if you know better. Don't be your own worst enemy. You don't have to defend yourself to others or even explain why things didn't work out. This might be a waste of time if someone has already made up their mind. The best we can do is to protect ourselves from these ignorant people and don't let our internal fear feeder voices join them in their guilt, blame, shame triangle. Remember, triangles don't roll along smoothly, and nothing good can come from getting caught in one. It's not easy to stand your emotional ground and know that you did the best you could when people you care about are judging you with limited information. Just remember who you are today, who you're striving to be tomorrow, and always be your own best friend. And thank you very much for watching. From the stars to our soul, it's worth more than all the gold.